US Special Envoy Kurt Volker says he wants to draw the world's attention to a forgotten conflict. Ukraine's war with Russian-backed separatist rebels grinds on, away from the global headlines, but ever present in the destroyed villages and minefields.
We've just transferred into armoured personnel carriers for the last section of the journey towards the contact line, which is constantly shifting day by day in eastern Ukraine. We're on our way now to the frontline town of Popasna, where just in the last 24 hours, the OSCE Special Monitoring Mission here has recorded several ceasefire violations.
It's a year since American OSCE monitor Joseph Stone was killed when his vehicle drove over a landmine. The Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe monitors, and civilians still face grave dangers.
The biggest risk for civilians is that of being injured or killed by shrapnel, meaning through the use of weapons that should not be used according to the Minsk agreements. The second biggest category of injury is caused by mines and unexploded ordnance.
OSCE monitors record up to 1,000 ceasefire violations every day, the majority carried out by Russian-backed rebel forces. Volker has backed a UN peacekeeping force in eastern Ukraine, but says he has heard nothing from Moscow on the issue since meetings in February. Russian military commanders withdrew from the joint ceasefire monitoring center in December.
Everyone has a very clear understanding that this conflict is caused by Russia's intervention, that it is 100% Russian command and control, Russian direction of the political activities of the two people's republics. And so we need Russia to make a fundamental decision for peace. If they want to do that, we are ready to step in and help.
In recent months, the US has supplied Ukraine with Javelin anti-tank missile systems, enraging Moscow.
It's really a question of what makes sense, what's necessary for Ukraine's self-defenses. Is Ukraine prepared to buy it? Or will the U.S. look at things such as foreign military financing, as we did in the case of Javelins? But this is now treating Ukraine like we would any other normal country.
Ukrainian commanders made it clear they want more military aid.
We will defend our territory, and 100% we will push the enemy from our territories. And we're sure of it if you all support us.
Volker did not promise more weapons, but his visit has refocused attention, raising hopes in Ukraine that the United States may offer more support. It's not clear if those hopes will be fulfilled. Henry Ridgwell for VOA News, Eastern Ukraine.